So you could just bend so that your backside can touch his crotch. Oh my God. What is she up to again? You might be naked, you might be taking a shower or doing something even crazy. You're messing with his mind and he's desiring you. He will just want to tear you apart. The goal is to build tension. You could just place your hands on his chest a little longer and, drag your fingers down towards his trouser or towards his belt. You could do a strip tease to drive your man crazy. But you need to recognize the fact that someone can desire your body. Someone can desire your personality and everything else that you have to offer. Now, another way that you could build sexual tension is by physically teasing your man. And that's probably the easiest way to build sexual tension quickly. But I would advise you to use it sparingly, especially if you're still getting to know him and he's still deciding whether you're the one. You could just brush your twin tower against his body or against his chest when you're passing through maybe a hallway or through the room. You could just absent-mindedly just brush your twin towers against him, or even your hand, your fingers, anything can just get him really excited when you know that both of you already have that sexual chemistry going on. And number 4, you could bend down in front of him and, just let your backside touch his crotch. So you could just bend so that your backside can touch his crotch. Oh my God. That would send the message, girl. That would send the message that, oh my God, what is she up to again? Then number 5, if you want to be more subtle, you're very shy, you don't want it to be very obvious that you're trying to create some sexual tension between him, right? You could adjust his jacket or his shirt or his tie and, hold the tie a little longer against his chest. You could just place your hands on his chest a little longer and, drag your fingers down towards his trouser or towards his belt. But if you're feeling very brave, towards his crotch, all right? Before pulling away and just walking away. So the whole idea of physically teasing your man is to make things fun and very playful, all right? Trust me, it's the easiest and fun way, especially if there's a risk of someone seeing you. It's actually very fun and very heightened. However, you need to also be very careful where you pull out these moves. If there are children there, then you know that you need to stop it. And also, if your man is very self-conscious, he doesn't like, how do they call it? Is he public display of affection, then maybe you might just not do it too often so that he doesn't get really irritated by that. Now, I tell you, one way to create sexual tension, especially with an established partner, is, to create reasons why you cannot give in to your sexual desires and pleasure. And a sexy way to do that is by playing a sexy game. The rules are simple. Your partner can look but cannot touch. So what do you do during this type of situation? You might be naked, you might be taking a shower or doing something even crazier than that. All right, you could do a strip tease to drive your man crazy. A real stripper wouldn't let, the client touch her. You can do all that you want to do. I mean, like, you can watch her do whatever she wants to do, but she's never going to let you touch her. So that's one way. You could consider trying tying his hands so that he cannot physically touch you. And to be honest with you, all of this activity serves as a great foreplay while you're trying to amp up your sexual tension like crazy, especially if your sexual tension has really died down over a period of time. Now, you can decide when, or even if your man can touch you, but make him wait long enough, and trust me, once he gets a hold on you, he will never be able to let you go. However, these games can continue into proper sex. Now you need to also know that sexual tension naturally just builds when you're separated from your lover. And this is why, because you are denying yourself pleasure and not just him. All right. So when you decide that you want to create sexual tension between you and your mate, you could decide to just travel and travel for 2 weeks. Hopefully you're with a partner who is faithful, all right? This will create some sort of sexual tension while you're away, because you're also communicating with him through the phone, you're talking sexually, you're just messing with his mind. You're bringing, you know how you play these games, ladies. You know, I can't be telling you all of this now. You know how you play the game. So you're messing with his mind, and he's desiring you, but he's not there to grab you because you're far away. Maybe you took a vacation, or maybe you traveled to see your mother or your parents, and he's dying to be with you. The moment you come back, because of the sexual tension that you built during your absence, he will just want to tear you apart. Okay? That's another great way to create sexual tension. So, all in all, while you're trying to, build sexual tension, you need to know that it's important that you get your head in the game, all right? You're calculative, especially if you're trying to get to know this guy. Because sexual tension isn't just about teasing and flirting with your partner. It's also about creating a sexual frenzy, all right? That can lead to explosive pleasure for both you and also your partner. So you shouldn't just focus on how you can create sexual tension for him. You should also think about anything and everything that you can do to tease yourself as well. Because the truth is, in the process of you trying to tease him, you might just get a little worked up by the words being spoken to you or the words that you're speaking to him. And before you know it, you're already falling far too soon into the process. You're already giving in too quickly to your lustful desire that you're trying to create. So the goal is not to dive into it too soon. The goal is to build tension to a suffocating height, so much so that you both cannot hold out on each other again. Okay? That's a great way. And another way for you to also create sexual tension is by you learning how to control your anxiety. Of course, I know that everyone feels anxiety about sex now and then, and it's normal, especially when you have just had sex for the first time with a person, or you just met a new partner and you have this sexual chemistry going on. And trust me, having this sexual anxiety can actually dampen a good sex life that you both could have built together if you let it get the best of you. So you have to control your sexual anxiety. Just be aware of the fact that self-doubt can also do a great damage on your sexual tension. So if you're doubting yourself, your beauty and all of that, it will dampen whatever sexual tension you're trying to build. We all occasionally experience doubt, but you need to recognize the fact that someone can desire your body. Someone can desire your personality and everything else that you have to offer. Okay? So if you don't know if a guy is attracted to you, or you even doubt that he could be attracted to you, you might spend all of your time wrapped up with, your insecurities and reveling in the sexual tension that exists between you. That is dangerous. Okay? So be confident in yourself. And then when you finally explore that sexual tension, I need you to continue it during and after your sex. Even though I know that sex and orgasm, provides relief of sexual tension. So I would just stop here and advise you that in case your sexual energy or your sexual tension is dying down in your relationship, you could come up here and take 1 or 2 tricks that I have put out there, or 1 or 2 games that I have put out here, and add it to your arsenal and create that sexual tension between you and your partner, okay? Until I come your way, to remember that my name is Jane Lawrence, and I come with a lot of juicy content. Don't you forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with your friends and families. Mwah.